She sent me a note.
Oh, yeah. You know. I know.
I'm sure I do, but...
She's got to be here because...
Well, where's the drill team? Was she on the drill team?
No.
Oh.
But she was with Sandy. No, wait a minute. Here she is. Here she is. She's Bart Johnson's. Can you see?
Oh, I sort of remember her.
That's the one that sent you.
Oh, and there's Phyllis.
Yeah.
Your Phyllis was in.
Right. Okay.
Well, then she said to me, you know Judy Johnson. Now, is that Judy Johnson?
Thompson.
Thompson. And who's Judy Johnson?
It's Bart Johnson. She's got mixed up.
Oh, I didn't think her last name was Johnson.
Judy Thompson.
So how many do you know people are going to be here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Harley goer to Laverne.
Oh.
That's the learn. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, is that Wayne?
That's Wayne. That's Wayne here too.
Oh.
And this time. Roller Skating Reunion of Skateland.
What's that?
Isn't it beautiful?
Darn.
Josh, wait for your mom. Yes, wait for her.
Boy, you got hot. Maybe they're not open yet.
Yeah, they're open.
Oh.
Go right in then.
From Harley. Up there on the bus, is it coming in?
Yeah.
So are you, let's see.
Down at Lake Mills? Working? Did you go down, maybe right down there to eat?
Yeah.
That's where you were.
Sure.
Okay. Our little girl here. That's here.
Yep. Okay.
Well, stay there. Well, I
It's a
did.
different story.
I didn't saw Mike wait. Okay. Yeah, this is Vivian Girl. And that's her sister Fran. And that is
Oh, here they are.
Done the dusting of the floor.
Yes, sir.
Oh my.
Yes.
And look.
Look at her family.
I remember you. You know, I can tell you a story. Can I tell it?
Yep.
Very smart.
36 years since then I
Thank you.
Oh my God. Not a good thing.
Can everybody hear me up there? If we could have all those people with skates on to please stop and come over here, and all of you people that don't have skates on, if you would be so kind as to walk out onto the floor, please. Come right on out here, come on up a little closer. Right out onto the floor, please.
You can that microphone.
I don't know, there.
So I hope you can understand me. Can you understand me okay, or? What? Slower. All right, I'll talk slower.
Lower. Too loud.
It's too loud.
Lower? How's this? Put some bass on me, will you? Well, I guess we're all here for the same reason. I think my folks deserve a big round of applause, and you deserve a round of applause for coming out here. Let's give them all a round of applause. It looks just like Old Home Week here, over 20, 30 years ago, however. We all look the same, don't we? Huh? You bet we do. We all look so good, and the little kids here that kind of remind us of when we were young.
Of what?
I tell you, as time goes on this afternoon, we're going to leave the stage up here for a few minutes, and what we'd like to do is I want you all to get your thoughts together. I'm going to have it open. Mike is going to be open in about a half hour, and I'd like to have some Remember When days coming down here. So if you wish to come up and talk about anything that you did at the roller rink, or you can remember some thoughts that we did back then, feel free to come on up and talk, because this is their time, and it's time for sharing. And you may know each other, but there's a lot of people out here that don't know the other people, and this will be a time to get acquainted and to say hi to everyone. Joanne?
What? Good luck. Are they going to call?
At this point, I'm going to have my wife come up and say a couple things.
This is not a planned program, I'll tell you.
And I'm going to get a couple things down on the floor if I can, and I'll get going on a couple things for them here. Just a moment.
Joanne just said, so what's planned? I don't know what's planned. Like Wayne said, we just flew in last night, surprised Harley and Helen, Larry and Wayne and I, and then Larry's daughter, Donnie. And I think it was a surprise to them. They're not easy to surprise. But we hope it was. And we hope this is a real special day for everyone here today. It brings back a lot of memories to us. I look at a lot of faces, and I recognize some and some I don't. If you'll notice my name tag, it says Sandy Jensen, Wayne's wife, underneath it. Someone said, what was your maiden name? And I said, it doesn't really make any difference because no one knew me by that, I guess. So we had lots of good years, and I think all of you remember a lot of things about our skating years. I got in on just the last 4 or 5 years of the skating, and a lot of you have a lot more memories than I do. But at this time, we would like to have a little coronation for Harley and Helen. And I think you'll all agree with me that they are truly our king and queen of roller skating. I mean, who's done it any better than they have? Of all the years they were in the skating business, they are known as the mother and father of roller skating, especially in the Albert Lea area and the surrounding area here. And at this time, I couldn't think of anybody better, I guess, to crown them king and queen of roller skating than their two boys.
We wanted to crown them for 40-some years, and I'm finally getting my chance to crown.
They said they wanted to crown them for 40-some years, and they're finally getting their chance. They couldn't decide who was going to crown who, but Larry said he wanted to crown his mother, and Wayne said he definitely wanted to crown his dad. So I think they too have a lot of good remembrances of the roller rink and the places that they've been, and I can't believe all the people that they know. I mean, I talked to Wayne and Will visiting about someone, and all of a sudden he brings up someone from Lanesboro or someone from another town, where Jackson or someplace, and did you live there too? How many places did you live? But they got around, there's no doubt about it, and a lot of people knew them. We have a lot of people that couldn't be here today, and we do have 2 or 3 letters that were put out on the table out front. Those of you that were definitely in the roller skating business with us, make sure that you get a chance to read those letters. One, I think, was from Carolyn Baker. One was from Viv Groh, and we all know those gals. And those letters were kind of tearjerkers, so I didn't want to even get up front and read them. So get a chance to read them. They're real fun to read. And they too had a lot of good remembrances and memories of the roller skating days. So I don't know who I'm going to turn this over to at this time. Okay, we have a couple young roller skaters here. Oh, how sweet.
Oh, there she is, Queen of Skateland. There she is, our roller skating queen. And there he is, King of Skateland. There he is, our roller skating king. There they are, one great pair they are. There they are, our Skateway 1988. King and Queen. Let's give them a big hand.
How many years did we hear those songs? I remember Helen sitting over a cup of coffee late at night, many nights, trying to think of words to another Skateway song. We have a lot of Skateway queens here, and I think this too would probably be a time sometime this afternoon for us to recognize them, or the Skateway, the court of queens that we have here too. But many times they sang that song to others, and today we wanted to have it sung to you.
We have a special guest among us this afternoon that we'd like to present at this time. Our beloved mayor, Mr. Mayor Nelson, has a memento and a couple words that he'd like to say to them. Mr. Nelson, let's give our mayor a hand.
Push the button, Eddie said. I guess it's working. That's how you do it, all right. You know, the reason I wanted to come up here is because I always wanted to be taller than John Wayne. And another thing, I'd like to be taller than Wendy Hurches, our Albert Lea queen. Miss Albert Lea. This is a great occasion. One of the things I told my wife, I said, I always like these occasions too because Wendy Hurches is always there and I always get a hug. And I've already had my hug. And if I play my cards right, I might get another hug before. There we go. Thank you, Wendy. This is a great occasion for me, believe me, to welcome these people at their retirement. It's just unbelievable that young people such as this can retire. But I guess when you've made as much money as they have, you can... Well, we've gone through a lot of things together, my 8 years on the city council, and they came to me with their complaints and with their congratulations when I happened to do something right. And it did happen on occasion, rare occasion, in 8 years, maybe twice. And they have also approached me since I've been mayor, and I've always tried to do something for them when I could. And it's been a great pleasure for me to work with you. But now I need someone up here to help me because be very careful. First, I have a couple of things to give here, and be very careful with the envelope if you take that item out of there first, because this is a very important thing that we're doing here. I would like to say that in my 2 years in office, I have only given away 2 keys to the city, and one of those is to the National American Legion Commander, and today I'm going to give one. But before I do, I want to give this certificate of appreciation. I'd just like to read it for you. In recognition of his many years of service to the community, the City of Albert Lea and its grateful citizens thank Harley Jensen and wish him many happy and healthy years of retirement. I wrote that myself, Harley. That's for both of you. Thank you. And now, if you'd like to see what a key to the city looks like, you put all the years in public service that these people have put in. Maybe someday you'll get one of these. We owe him so much for all that he has done for the city of Albert Lea, in little ways and big ways, and we really appreciate it. And so it is my privilege today, on behalf of the city of Albert Lea, to present you with a key to the happiness capital of the world, the city with a smile. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And let's wish Mr. Mayor happy birthday today. 69. I told him I hope I look that good at 69 years old. He looks real sharp. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mom and Dad, we love you. Beautiful job you've done there over the years.
Sorry to happy birthday, Mr. Mayor.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Nelson. Happy birthday to you. All right, it was worth the trip.
It says on there, happy birthday, Mayor, 39 and holding. I've been holding for 30 years. It sounds much better when you say it in French. Soixante. That sounds better than 69. Thank you so much. I have to quit. I have tears in my eyes.
Now we have a very privileged time of meeting for seeing Miss Albert Lea, Miss Albert Lea, and she has a couple words that she'd like to say. Miss Albert Lea.
Well, I was talking to my mom a couple days ago about this, and she used to come and skate at your rink. Her name was Linda Ladley, and she met her first boyfriend at your skating rink. She wanted me to tell you that. But, yes, on behalf of her and her generation, I would like to say thank you for the wonderful entertainment that you provided. Yes, I'm very happy to be here today. And once again, happy birthday to Harlan Nelson. Thank you.
I forgot to apologize for my wife. She had something she had to attend today, so she couldn't be here. And she is angry because she roller skated at your place many, many, many miles. And she had planned on coming out here to roller skate today. So I'm sorry she couldn't be here, but I'm not half as sorry as she is, I tell you. like to have me read from Jim Loveland.
Did what?
Loveland Wearing Realty, and September 12, 1988.
Yeah, but I didn't
Mr. and Mrs. Harley Jensen. Dear Harley and Helen, I have so many wonderful memories of your skating rink, your rink in Albert Lea, and how you really started me in my musical career. You gave me the opportunity to play for skating at various special events in both Lanesboro and Albert Lea. Thanks to this valuable experience, I became the musical director for Holiday on Ice for 15 years. I am so sorry Tish, our 3 girls, and I are not able to be here with you today. We now have over 70 real estate agents and employees in Palm Springs and cannot break away at this time. However, we invite you to come and visit us this winter when our weather is beautiful. I know you are having a wonderful day, and you are certainly deserving of all the love and recognition being bestowed upon you. You have had such a positive impact on so many people. Thank you for helping make our world wonderful. All my love and best wishes, Jim Loveland.
Okay, we have a young lady. Marlene Olson. No, she's going to do a beautiful song for us.
A cappella.
A cappella, yeah. Can you hear that okay? This is the same song I sang 30 years ago at the skate show. Gonna take a sentimental journey, gonna set my heart at ease, gonna take a sentimental journey to renew old memories. I got my bags, I got my reservation, spent every dime that I could afford, like a child in wild anticipation. Long to hear that all aboard. 7, that's the time we leave at 7. I'll be waiting there for heaven, counting every mile of railroad track that will take me back. They never knew my heart could be so yearning. Oh, why did I decide to roam? I'm gonna take a sentimental journey home. Yes, sentimental journey home. A sentimental journey home.
Thank you, Marlene. We have the honor of having Miss Albert Lea here today. And remember, Mom and Dad, how you always would enter your skate queen in the Miss Albert Lea pageants? Well, maybe Wendy would have been in yours if you would have still been in the skating business. Wendy has a song to sing today, and I'd like to present Miss Albert Lea, Wendy Hirchus.
Don't you know why there's no sun up in the skies? Stormy weather since my man and I ain't together keeps raining all the time.
swapped in and met me. If he stays away, old rocking chair will get me. All I do is pray the Lord above will let me walk in the sun, walk in the sun once more. Can go
Beautiful job. Great. Back to what we're here for. People, how far away are we coming in from? Anybody from Laverne? How far do we come from? Holler out some cities. Rockford, Illinois. Fantastic, Mary. Rochester. Hey. Hayfield, I know, is here. Zumbrota is here. Where else? Arizona, yeah, but that don't count. Welcome is here. Welcome to welcome.
Anybody else? Where at?
Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Fantastic. Great. Where else?
Cold Spring, Minnesota.
I'm sorry?
Cold Spring, Minnesota.
Cold Spring, Minnesota, yes. Okay. Good.
Where else?
Does anyone have any thoughts they'd like to talk about? Some remember when days? Anything we'd like to talk about what happened when we were skating, when we were young, and things like this? This is the time to do it. Share it. You might know the ham himself. Arnie Biederman.
Yeah, the mayor's gone, so now I'll take up. I know some of you remember the days of the schmooze, right? And you also remember Unwashable Jones. That happens to be on my old skate case. Well, just before Adeline and I came out to pay tribute to Harley and Helen and to remember some things from yesteryear, we visited for a little bit and we talked about roller skating at Don's in Keister, at Albies in Alden, skating at Harley and Helen's roller rink in Sherburne, I think in 48, 49, right in there if I recall. And the years have kind of rolled by and we took our skates out of our cases and we thought maybe we should kind of put the old skates on again. And as I started looking, I thought, well, I better put a few drops of oil in the bearings. You know how the bearings are, they get kind of set. And so I started putting a couple drops of oil in the bearings, and I found that one wheel didn't have any bearings in it. The bearings were gone. And you know, that's kind of the way it is with us. You know, the years kind of roll by, and we kind of lose our bearings, don't we, Harley? Yeah. Sometimes we lose the wheel right along with it. But anyhow, the years roll by, but I have to honestly say that for Harley and Helen, maybe they've gained a pound or two. But other than that, really, they haven't changed that much, really, have they? At least I know their attitude hasn't changed. They're still the same people. And you know, I was thinking of all the times and fun that you and that I had at those roller rinks. I wish those those days were here again, really. I really do. My heart goes out to the kids today because I don't think they have a place like that. I don't know of a place like that around where we used to get together, and whether you were a stranger from out the farm, you were a town kid, you could get out there in the roller rink and you could bump into somebody and they'd kind of give you a smile and nobody got agitated and everybody just skated and just kind of had a lot of fun. And boy, I'll tell you, I wish those kids had that same experience today. There are a lot of good things to do today too, but there's something missing. And I really think that what made it go and what made it work was people like Harley and Helen there, you know, kind of running the business and being a part of it. And I think they kind of kept a lot of families together. They certainly kept a lot of kids together with their families. And, you know, maybe if we had more people that put a little of themselves into what they were providing for families and kids today, maybe there'd be just more mothers and dads and kids rather than dad and kids or mom and kids. I really wish we had more people like that. So my hat goes off to you, Harley and Helen. God bless you and whatever your endeavors are in the future, and God be with you. Thank you so much for what you've done for us in the past.
My turn. And I just want to, from all of us, feel what you've been through as far as us growing up. And we loved it. So I want to say, I already said a lot of it anyway, but it's from us too. And I wish Karen could have been here. We will.
There's quite a few skaters around here that don't have their skates on. I want to see everybody get those skates on and get out here.
They're rusty.
Don't matter. Skating has, I guess, been a real important part of my life. I started when I was about 12 years old, and I guess I kind of left roller skating when I was about 18 or 19. And when Harley and Helen say that they're mother and father to a lot of kids, those words couldn't be any truer. Most boys 12 to 18 struggle with finding out who they are and tend to get a little bit rebellious from time to time. And I know a lot of the time I spent at the rink with Harley and Helen, going out in the summertime with them, driving tent stakes, laying floor, pulling tents. Harley was kind of my second father. You folks probably never will realize the impact that you've had on an awful lot of young people's lives. And I just thank the Lord for you folks, and glad that everybody showed up here today to help bring back some memories. Thank you.
Microphone's open.
I'm Jim Dangler, Miller, Iowa. I first started skating in about 1959 at Harley and Helen Rink. Tore the knees out of a lot of pair of pants till I learned how to skate. So I'd like to thank them for inviting me up here today. And I met many nice people up here. And thank you.
Thank you.
It's been many years since I've seen these people, but they are great. I was here from 58 to 61 when I moved out of... Hold it? Okay. 58 to 61 when I moved out of Albert Lea. And I've never forgot it, especially when we were allowed to skate 7 days a week. Even though there was private party night, we were there. And if we didn't have money, they didn't care. We got to come anyway. Thank you.
Hi there, dear people. I want to thank you so much for the invitation. When I got that in the mail, I almost cried. So I really worked hard, made arrangements so I could get this weekend off, and we were a little late, but here we are. And I think this is just super that we're doing this. I mean, this is great. Oh, it looks great. It's so good just to be able to see familiar faces you haven't seen for so long. It's just great. So I hope everybody has a good time today. And thanks again. Right. Hi. I want to congratulate you both and go back a little bit. And remember when we went to skating, that is where I met Lowell. Yes. You remember that? Yeah. And also I remember about Wayne and the little guy, just a real little guy, and how he could skate, which was unbelievable. Any which way. I don't know if he can do that anymore. Can you do that anymore? Well, that's called history. I was wondering if he could still skate like that. And the trailer, of course, and all the good times we had when we went for a hamburger afterwards. Remember when I came to Skateland and stayed overnight with you? I wasn't married yet then. So, and I want to wish you lots of luck in your new home, and we sure enjoyed the community.
Anyone else? Anyone else? The Remember When days. We were going over some Remember When days last night. We decided some of the things we was going to talk about. Then we decided we couldn't talk about them in public for what happened. So we couldn't do that either. We go back many, many years. Phil and Jim Hemingway back here from Hayfield, Minnesota, years ago. I don't know how many years that's been, Phil and Jim. Shh. Okay, we won't talk about it. Okay. We go back to Sherburne, Minnesota. 10 winters we've spent over there. We've lived over there. Every winter. Just enjoyed it. John Shutt out here. John, raise your hand there. Okay, he's a little shy. He was with us for a long time. Members of the Skateway Flashers. Roger, come on up here. Show them what we used to look like. Give us a modeling lesson there. Turn around. Yeah, he can still wear his. Very good. Good idea. Those people that was in our Skateway Flashers group, can you come up to the front? All of the people that was in our Skateway Flashers.
Oh my golly.
Look at that day. Wow.
Die hard group, I'll tell you. Just stay there. Give them a hand. The endless hours that we spent in that roller rink was just on and on and on. Every night after skating, right? Before skating, we was in there practicing, drilling, rehearsing. And we marched. Get this now. We marched in parades. We really did. We had our own little bus. I mean, we were hot stuff. We marched in parades. We got all kinds of awards. We never got the award for how great we are. It was always for the most unusual entry. I'm glad to see you all here. I'm glad to see you, and let's all get together when we're all down here this afternoon so we can all sit down and have a good long talk, okay? The checkers, how about those? The checkers, we got any of those people out here?
Skateway checkers, that was before the Skateway flashers. That was... Yeah.
Skateway checkers, we had any of those people here?
I got relegated to the sitting on the car like that.
That was your job, huh, Larry?
You're it, huh? Some of us go back a ways. Let's get nostalgic for just a moment. Some of us go back a ways to the days where we had the roller rink, the tent, over at Lanesboro, years ago. I remember one time, if I may, I'll tell a little tale on my dad. If we may have all the kids, please sit down with their skates on. I can't stand competition. Years ago, we had the roller rink in Sherburne, Minnesota. While we were there, we had the tent up there, and about 3 o'clock in the morning, in Lanesboro, Lanesboro, I don't even know where I'm at. Lanesboro, Minnesota, about 3 o'clock in the morning, we had a bad storm come up. And of course, in the roller rink, in the tent, you know, you have to jack the tent up to get it tight, see, for the wind. So, I don't know why, I was so small, I didn't have to help Dad, but for some reason, he'd always wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go help him jack the tent up. I don't know why, but I had to go with him. So at 3 o'clock in the morning, we jumped in the Jeep. I was still putting my pants on. I don't know if he had his on yet or not, did you? Okay, he did. Yes, he did. All right. So when we backed out, he had no Willis Jeep. 3 o'clock in the morning, Dad says, let's go. And I'm getting in the car. He put the car in reverse, popped the clutch, and backed right into a tree. The old Willis had a big V in it, right there, you know, in the back end. We went on over there, and we jacked the tent up, and one night we went in there, and of course, how many of you, let's see a show of hands, skated in their tent, their portable? Show of hands. Isn't that neat? Look at that. Great.
Even under the stars.
Even under the stars in some places, yes. Right. Super. I remember one time, we were walking in the rink at night. Bad storm again. Dad is feeling along the way to the counter to get in to turn the lights on. John Shutt, you know what that's all about, don't you? You remember that? As he was feeling his way in there, something brushed him. And he said, oh my God, what was that? You know, he's just waiting for someone to get him on the head, you know, club him over the head. And next thing you know, he's walking a little further and something brushed him again. And he finally got around the corner to turn the lights on, and it was a collie? Was that what it was? A dog. A big dog got in there out of the rain, and it hit him along the sideline there. And he got scared to death out of there, and I don't know how many times I've spent the night in the tent at night and different things like this, and the storms we weathered out in Zumbrota, for criminy sakes. You folks that came from Zumbrota, you know the tornado we went through over there. In Laverne over there, you remember the tornadoes we went through right alongside us there by the pool. Lanesboro, we had all kinds of good things over there with the floods and the little creek and the dam and the water there, and the snake going across the water snake going across her legs on the island in Lanesboro. What else? I tell you what, folks, we're going to be having lunch, or some snacks, I guess. I guess they're buying steaks in a few minutes. No? You mean I came all this way for no steaks? We've got a little snack set up over here in the lounge area, right, Joanne? Okay. We've got a lot of pictures over there. And look at yourself. You haven't changed a bit. They're all over there, in those pictures over there. And afterwards, tonight, we're having a little get-together, are we? We are. Okay, yes, we're having a get-together tonight out at the folks' place for those that wish to come out. And if you wish to know where they live, you can talk to them a little bit. Okay, they'll be here. Larry's got a couple words he'd like to say, and then I'll come right back on and we'll adjourn.
Well, as y'all probably know, the winter's coming, and this means Mom and Dad head south. Well, nobody's going to be more delighted to have Mom and Dad back home down in Tucson State. you don't have down there. Look around. Joanne over here needs a special thank you, I think, from the family. Thank you. Now I think it's your turn.
I'm going to do this sitting down. I don't want to press my luck. I can't tell you how much it means to me and to Dad for all of your wonderful attendance and coming. It just, and then our kids coming home really topped it because we talked to them just the other night and they said there was just no way they could come home. And my dream come true because I did dream they did come. And they did. And it makes my day too. Along with all of you, it's just been wonderful. And above all, I don't know how I can thank our dear friend, Joanne Carlson, and her family, Kathy and Phil, Sarah, and her husband, Kenny, Art, and I know my brother, Wes, who's on the camera, and his wife, Ruby, who helped, and all the kids are just absolutely, Art and Cornell. Anybody that's wearing a little poodle has had a hand in this. I can't thank them enough. I love you all, and I want to thank each and every one of you for coming and making this a day we will always remember. Thank you so much.
As we're sitting here, and I got to thinking, Mom and I were very privileged to have the kids. We were young. We could understand their problems because we were young. And as I get older, I told Mom as we come in here and the music was playing, I said, oh my golly, this drives me crazy. But I realized this was years ago, and I was younger. I could take that. A lot of that they call nonsense. But, through the years, it was a good time. And as you look back, they say the good old days. But as I look the kids over, I still call them kids. They're not. But I think they always will be my kids. I know you used to have an old bus that we'd go, once in a while we'd go to another rink. I'd always give them a lecture before I started, and I think some of you remember. Remember, I said, be good. Other rinks, treat them like you want to be treated. And they always did. They never let me down. All the time that I was skating, I never had any problem. A lot of them would come up and say, well, how can you stand it? I said, they're good kids.
Come on, Harley.
And I knew different times, like one time in particular.
Knock it off.
A fella from Northwood come down. I'll tell you a little story. He come down. We was just locking up the rink. L. Love, the highway patrolman, come in there with a young boy. And the boy come up to me and he says, Harley, can I borrow $35? And I said, what happened? He said, I got picked up for speeding. And I turned around to L and I said, why don't you let him go? He'll come back. He says, I can't. He's from Iowa. I can't let him go. I can't go to Iowa to pick him up for speeding. He had a $35 fine. And I said, Al, you wouldn't put that boy in jail. He said, I have no other choice. So I dug in my billfold and I gave him $35. Al put his cap on backwards and he said, you've got to be crazy. You don't know this boy. And I said, I know him. He'll come back with the money. He says, I'll pay you back tomorrow. And I said, fine. So I paid him and he left. The next afternoon, it was on a Sunday afternoon, and I was out, usual, skating backwards on the floor. I think I skated backwards more than front. He come up, hey, come here. Here's your $35. See, I have never been taken from kids, never. They were always good kids. Different times, somebody come in, had long hair, and I'd turn around and I'd say, don't you have any money to buy a haircut? No. And I'd turn around, I'd give them $2.50. At that time, it was $2.50 for a haircut.
Yeah, all right.
They got a haircut. Many times, the kids were always good. I've never been taken on kids. Never was. But I always tried to tell them, you earn respect. Nobody gives it to you. You
You be good to me, I be good to you. And that was always, they always remembered that. They were all good kids, and as I look out over the bunch, sure, we all got a little heavy. Some of them are real nice kids, yeah. But me, I have put on a lot of weight, and as we get older, I guess that's part of it. But I wouldn't have traded any of the years with the kids for anything in the world, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
And if you remember back, you guys were having fun. I was too. I was having just as much fun as you were. Like Gary was down there, he was helping. Different ones. Evelyn over here, I remember Jim, her boy. Oh, so many memories, flashbacks. I enjoyed it so much. We'll head her over there. Millie Lowe. Oh, there's so many as we go back, Rod, so many. As we go back, I remember so well, just like the back of your hand. I knew exactly what they were going to do. And as we go along, I enjoyed it. Looked very good, and we just love you all. Thank you very much. Thank you. These folks came because they wanted to, because there's a lot of love out there for you folks. A lot of these folks come from an awful long ways away, and we appreciate that very much. Did you have something to say, John?
You know, I kind of got the ball rolling, you know, for this, but, you know, I couldn't have done it without all our good friends, you know, helping us. I couldn't have done it alone. And checking with the kids, you know, they gave me lots of pointers, and just don't do that now. I'm not good at this anyway. But I hope everybody, you know, really appreciated it, and I know they did, you know, had a good time. I think your folks really, they really deserve this crowning king and queen. I love you.
The hand wants the mic back again. Just a minute. David. Louise. Carl Rollerink, you remember he had drinking down here? That's Louise. Carl passed on, but believe me, he was one of a kind. Right, Louise? And that's why I didn't know you was there until just now, and I said, oh my God, it's drinking night. Thank you. For those of you that have not met the folks or anything, please don't go unless you came by and said hello to them anyway. Please do so. I would like to, at this point, thank the people and the companies and the stores that gave all the donations for this event today, the food, the ears for the printing and everything like this. There's been an awful lot of people that put a lot of time, money, and effort into this. All of them, all the way from Hy-Vee all the way down to everybody in the area here that helped out. My wife and I, Larry and Donnie, came up from Phoenix last night, Tucson, and we're leaving again. Larry's leaving tomorrow morning, and we're leaving Monday night. And we'd like to be able to get a chance to see all of you, the folks and everything, this evening or late this afternoon or what have you. In closing, all I'd like to say to you folks is I'm sure they're extremely glad and very proud to have the turnout that they had. And in closing, I'd like to say something that you've probably all heard before. Listen closely. That's all, folks. That's all, folks. Good night. Bye-bye.
Anybody want pictures? Come and get them now.
Find a place to sit down, bro.
Late 40s.
Put some more there. Here, Brad. Yeah, probably.
There goes the Skateway Flasher.
There's Arnie and Addie Biederman over there.
Arnie Biederman going there. Here comes Gary Ayers and Louie Olson. They're on skates. Some of the other gals used to skate years ago with us is there. Jerry and Eileen.
Up here.
Who?
Georgine. In the poodle skirt. No. She was skating with John Shuck.
There's the Olsen girls. Right there. There's the boys that came up from Iowa all the time to see us.
Oh, here's Arnie and Addie here.
Hi!
Oh, there's Georgine. Georgine!
Works, Wes, when you take the lens cover off.
All the time.
little ones are going down. The big ones.
You know, these giant red circles here, I'm skating back in this.
How you doing there, baby?
Girlie helped her out.
Oh, really?
One at a time. What? One at a time.
Pretty good.
Smile. You're on camera.
You're on candid camera.
Candid camera. Smile.
So are you,
By
Alan.
yourself, you what?
I gotta sit down.
Okay.
You got sharp feet?
I can sit down. I can sit down.
Where are you hiding, Nip?
Gotta get in on the act, say.
Here's another one that can't walk.
Oh, we got it now.
Yeah.
I think it was from Karen, and I think it was from Linda and Olson.
But
I'm not sure.
that's not all bad.
Christmas time, Santa Claus.
What you got right now, you can't read the number.
You want to read it?
Gwen, this, well, I'm not sure who this is from.
Hey, buddy. Justin.
It didn't say, it came with a card, but there's nothing in here. But it says, 2 heaping cups of patience, no, take, recipe of friendship. Take 2 heaping cups of patience, 1 heartfelt of, heartful of love, a handfuls of generosity, a dash of laughter. Now you read the rest.
Oh, you read the rest?
Our head full of understanding, sprinkled generously with kindness, and plenty of faith, and mix well. Spread over a period of a lifetime, and serve everybody you meet.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You want to here? Put it up here, and I'll zoom in on it.
Everybody.
It is beautiful, but I don't know who it's from. I think it was from Karen and Betty.
According to the friend.
Yeah.
It might tell.
Yeah.
Let them
You're
see.
using the same film I used, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm getting towards the end
No,
here.
that's going.
Are ya?
Eunice?
E is gonna. I'm getting an E.
Oh, okay. Do you want to get the cord and put it on the cord right? She was one of our queen candidates or in the skating show. And it says
More
in-
time, they were all our
You know?
friends that we knew up
This is
there.
great.
They were,
So are both of you. Many memories.
They're building all kinds of places with it.
Get,
Their
go,
philosophy is they build as money.
good luck.
When the money runs out of the bank, the construction.
I can't read that. I
And
wish
everything there is pretty.
there were more people like you today. That and that cared for the youth as you have. You have truly blessed us all, and with life it would be promising.
yeah, I did too.
Promise
I think you need the
something
tripod.
can ever take. Oh, and someone can ever take your place. Love, Gwen.
Well,
Read it better than I can.
Yeah, it's hard to read it the way it
Yeah,
looks.
no.
Easy. But anyway,
Doing good.
that guy left around the church was it.
Oh my God.
God, I wish you would do that.
That,
Some of them get those big works.
Oh, we
There's
got a
some in the
baby
cities we
picture.
Who is this?
That's fun, isn't it?
big time productions working on
Who's
They've
this?
got
Mom
some in the
lost
cities.
it.
They got
Bob Emerson.
on the side of the mountain.
And over.
Oh my God. Bob didn't show up.
Off the ground level, you know.
He had to work.
And you park on the side of the mountain.